Hi, this is John Manzione with the Cold Open. Before I start today's review, I want to tell you something, and the only reason why I'm telling you is because a lot of you who have commented on my videos, a lot of you have commented about a dear friend of mine. And you know, if you have a cat or a dog as a pet and you love them, if you're lucky enough to love them and have them love you, you build a special bond with them. And when you lose them, it is exactly like losing a family member. So, Jacob died on June 1st. And I haven't felt like doing much of anything. Shit. I've tried to do this for 3 days in a row. Anyway, he was just sitting on my lap for a couple hours where we were watching a movie, and after a while he got bored and he jumped down and he got behind my recliner where he usually goes and take a nap, and he never woke up from that nap. So the last 11 days hasn't really been real good for me. So I haven't been doing much of anything. So the last thing I wanted to do was a video. But you guys, the ones that have commented about how much they like Jacob and how much they wanted to, know how Jacob was doing, I needed to tell you that so that you don't ask in the future. So anyway, I have a new review today for an eLeaf iJust 2, and it's a lot different from the first one. So I'm going to go collect myself so I don't look stupid throughout the whole thing, and I'll be back and we'll go over it. Okay, I'm back. I had to step away for a few hours, and I'm really sorry about that. I apologize. Didn't want to upset anybody, didn't want to get myself too upset, so I took a break. So anyway, today is a brief review, thank goodness. And if you come down here, you will see what I'm talking about, the iJust 2 from eLeaf. This is a rather inexpensive getup. I've seen pre-orders as low as $29.99. I find that hard to believe, but I don't have any firm pricing right now because it's not yet out, but it is due to be out any day. But I have it next to the Ego 1 Mega just to show you that it is a similar type device, only the Ego 1 Mega is, in my opinion, better looking, performs, in my opinion, just as well as this monster tank here. And excuse me here, I got to change this autofocus here. Come on. I'm using a new piece of, a new app, or a beta app actually, and it's throwing the focus in and out more often than it should. I'm using F16 as my f-stop, so it really shouldn't change focus at all. But anyway, getting back to the review. Apparently the eLeaf iJust 2 is going to be much less expensive than the Ego 1, and I think with good reason, which I will go over. So I'll set the Ego 1 Mega aside for the moment, and I will tell you that the battery on here is 2600 milliamp, and the USB adapter for charging is, by the way, this doesn't have a replaceable battery like the Eagle one, is up top rather than at the bottom. Has a nice, firm button here for firing it off. And there's really not much to it. It's 2600 milliamp, and that's it. And as far as I know, there's only one color available. I don't know if that will change down the future. I'd like to see a black one. I don't know about you, but I would. The big difference between these two devices really is the tank. You've seen the reviews on the Eagle 1 Mega and the eLeaf VT. They use the same tank, so not much reason to go over that. But compare the two mouthpieces. This is very definitely a wide bore, but you can remove it if you wanted to and replace it with something less wide if you wanted to. Now, this comes the starter kit comes with a USB cable and one coil, and that coil is already inside the tank. It is a 0.3 ohm coil, definitely in the low resistance category or the sub-ohm category. The airflow control is down here, and it works well. Only this right now, and I've been using this for several days. Right now, it's still stiff to move around. But, what are you going to do? And I'm always afraid I'm going to unscrew the tank altogether. As a matter of fact, I can't really even tell the difference. Always get a nice, heavy vapor and flavor from it. But, from what I've heard, prices as low as $29.99, and I find that really hard to believe considering what it does offer. So, come on back up here. Really not much to say about it other than the milliamp hours, which I've covered. The coil, the mouthpiece, it's the USB cable and everything. What else are you gonna do? It is what it is. I think this will appeal to vapors looking for a stronger hit than the Eagle 1 can provide. Although I have absolutely no issues whatsoever with the Eagle 1. And in my opinion, it is much less attractive. It's more, it's like industrial design, maybe. It's less aesthetics, more function, I guess. So the only thing really left to do is to show you what this is like to vape. The flavor is intense. I love the flavor. I love the vapor, but I got to be honest, this is something that I couldn't use all day long like I can with the Eagle 1. It's a hard hit. But if you appreciate a hard-hitting device, this may be the device for you. And if you can pick it up for between $30 and $40, I mean, why not? So I'll give you what kind of a hit I can give you on it. This is 3 milligram nicotine too in this juice, and I can vape this juice all day long in other devices. No coughing. I try it in this. I mean, it hits hard. For those of you that like that, this is going to be a great device for you. Eagle 1 is putting out some good devices this year. And they've been very successful at it. I think at this low of a price point, I think this device will do very well. It's not for me. We did get an extra one. I think Tom said something about wanting it, but if he doesn't, after he comes back down here for a while and he uses this for a while, if not, we'll be giving it away. But for those who want a low-cost, hard-hitting, all-in-one vaporizer, this would be it. I do like, there's some things I do like about it. I mean, I like the 5.5 milliliter capacity for the tank. I like the 0.3 ohm cables. I like coils. I like the 2600 milliamp battery. I think it's a nice kit. It's just too hard hitting for me. Other than that, it's definitely thumbs up. So really, that's it. That's all there is. I do have several reviews that I'm behind on, and I will be getting to those over the weekend. And today's review might be a bit of a downer, but I mean, I'm getting a little bit better every day. I can see a light at the end of the tunnel kind of thing. But my little buddy will be with me in spirit all the time. So I appreciate you guys stopping by today, and do come back. And thank you for all of the new subscribers. I can't believe the number of people that are subscribing to the videos now. Unbelievable. Thank each and every one of you. And remember, we will be doing some giveaways, and I've decided to do some pretty large giveaways well before we hit the 2,000 mark. Although it looks like with the amount of people that are subscribing, that might not be too long. So that's it. I will see you next time.